I walked out and my wife laughed. I didn't argue. 2 months later, the judge told her she lost her house, her job, and her best friend, all because of one email I sent. My wife Alina was the VP of sales at a massive tech firm. She was loud, charismatic, and cruel. She loved to remind me that she made 3 times my salary. I was just a compliance auditor for a different firm, boring, invisible. I found out about the affair on a Friday. It wasn't just an affair, it was a cliché. She was sleeping with Mark, the CFO of her company, her work husband and supposed best friend. I came home to find them on our patio, drinking wine I bought, laughing about me. He won't do anything, Alina laughed, swirling her glass. He's too weak. He relies on my paycheck. If he leaves, he's homeless. Mark chimed in, plus he's clueless. He probably thinks we're just discussing quarterly projections. I stepped out onto the patio. I didn't scream, I didn't throw a punch. I just looked at them and said, I'm leaving. Alina laughed, that sharp, mocking cackle. Go ahead, don't forget your bus pass. I packed a bag. As I walked out the front door, I heard them toasting to freedom. I drove to a motel, I set up my laptop, and I sent one email. You see, Alina was right about one thing, I'm a compliance auditor, but she was wrong about me being clueless. For months, I'd noticed oddities in our joint tax returns, unexplained income, weird bonuses, so I had quietly audited her. I found the trail. Alina and Mark weren't just sleeping together, they were running a vendor fraud scheme. They had created a fake marketing agency, approved inflated invoices, and funneled company money into a secret account to pay for their trips, their cars, and the renovations on our house. The email I sent wasn't to a lawyer. It was to the board of directors of her company with the subject line, Internal Embezzlement Evidence Priority 1. Attached was a 40-page dossier of dates, bank transfers, and forged signatures. Then I waited. For 2 months, I stayed silent. Alina didn't call. She assumed I was sulking. Then came the divorce hearing. Alina walked in looking victorious, flanked by a high-priced lawyer. She wanted the house, alimony, everything. The judge looked over his glasses at her. Mrs. Vance, he said, your financial affidavit lists your employment as vice president. Is that current? Yes, Your Honor, she smiled. That's strange, the judge said, because I have a submission here from the federal prosecutor. It seems your assets have been frozen pending a criminal indictment for grand larceny. Alina's smile vanished. What? You didn't know? I spoke up for the first time. The board fired you and Mark 6 weeks ago. They kept it quiet to build the criminal case. And regarding the house, the judge continued, looking at a second document. Since the mortgage payments were traced directly to the stolen funds, the property has been seized by the state for restitution. Alina looked around the room, frantic. Mark, call Mark, he can explain this. Mark isn't coming, the judge said dryly. Mr. Mark Henderson cut a plea deal yesterday. He admitted to the scheme and identified you as the mastermind in exchange for a reduced sentence. He is the prosecution's star witness against you. She lost her job, she lost the house, and her best friend threw her under the bus to save himself. She looked at me terrified. You did this. I didn't do anything, I said, standing up to leave. I just forwarded an email, you did the rest yourself.